Okay, Jay. Before starting the interview, Jay, I want to that please introduce first yourself, then we move in further. Okay.
Okay, sure, sir. My name is Jai Singh, and I live in Delhi. And in my studies, I'm pursuing MCA from IGNU, and I did my graduation from the same college. And I am a front-end developer currently working at Organize Private Limited. My technology stack as Organize is Next.js, Tailwind CSS, and StatCM. And I have also previously worked in React, Material UI, and Chakra UI. And nowadays, I'm also learning some backend technologies like Node.js, Express.js, and MongoDB. And I've made a full stack e-commerce application in that domain. And thank you.
Okay, okay. Got it, Jay. So I think you are a full stack developer, am I right?
No, sir, I'm a front-end developer and I aspire to be a full stack developer in future.
In a future. Okay, okay. So which technology do you want to use in a future for a backend development?
I know a little bit about Express.js and Node.js, so it will be grateful if we used Express.js in backend in future also.
Okay,
But we can
that's a
use
good.
Next.js also because it is a full stack framework.
Okay. So this is the first round of interview, so I'm not asking the much more hard questions.
Okay.
So simply easy question I am asking. So simply I asked related to JavaScripts. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So let's start it. So what is the JavaScript first for this question?
So JavaScript is a scripting language which is used inside our browser. Primarily, it will be developed for using only in browser, but later on we can use it in our system and on servers because we have Node.js and other environments, and it is using mainly for HTML purpose, which make our website interactive.
Okay. So okay, first for Jay, uh, do you comfort in a Hindi? Yeah, do you want to participate in this interview? Directly told me. Which
So
language do you want to prefer it?
I'm comfortable in both languages. I'll be using
Both.
both mail. Yes.
Okay. Got it. So, do you say that JavaScript run in a browser? So, without a browser, JavaScript not run it?
So yes, we can run it. We can use Node for running our JavaScript in our server or just in our system. So it is just take that whole code of JavaScript from browser and it will make a compiler and JavaScript engine for our system also. So we can use Node.js for that.
Okay, got it. Good. So, JavaScript is a single threaded, yeah, multiple threaded.
Sir, JavaScript is a single-threaded language. It is basically a synchronous language, so we can execute one command at a time. But we can use async operation in that because of set timeout and promises and all that. And we can only execute one task at a time.
Okay, good. And it is a dynamic type language, yeah, simply static type language.
So it is dynamic type language because we did not specify the data type at time of declaration. So we will just simply declare variable and we will pass value. Then it will decide what is the type of that variable. So it is mainly decide at time of interpretation. So what is that data type of that variable? So it is dynamic type.
Okay, good. That's good. So, how many data types are available in JavaScript?
So we have two types, primitive and non-primitive. In primitive, we have seven data types like number, string, digint, undefined, symbol, and null, and I don't remember the last one. But in non-primitive, we have uh, array, objects, and functions.
Okay. So you told me that the symbol is a data type. So where we are use the symbol data type?
So I don't use symbol very much, but symbol is used for getting unique values. Like if we declare symbol and we pass any value, so it will give us a unique code which is used in our application.
Hello Jay, are you there?
So it will give us some symbol code, and if we pass another one value, so uh, it will also give us a unique value. So we cannot equalize the symbol value of same values. Means okay, I will show you an example.
Yeah, of course. Please so.
Okay, so is this so if we console symbol, we will declare symbol of 1, so it will give us some value of symbol. And if we again declare symbol with the same value, it will again give a symbol, but but the value of those symbols are not equal. Like if we well one equal to symbol. Okay, so it is, just give me 1 second. So the value of first variable is not equal to the second variable, and if we make triple equal, so it will again give us false. It will use for unique values. Yes.
Okay, okay, got it, got it. Okay. So how many types of variable you can use in a JavaScript?
So I can use num variable. So I will just write number and a string and number string big int. Like I just declare variable. So num equal to 1. This is number. Let the name equal to my name. This is string. Let big number, and in big number we will just give n, or we can simply declare it with big int constructor, big int. And there is another called undefined. So if we declare any variable, so suppose we declared a variable name x, so the default value of this variable is already undefined, and we can also initialize by as a null value, and we can give array in same object inside JavaScript. Yes.
Okay,
Okay, and simple also. Yes.
okay, got it, got it. And do you listen the var, let, and const keywords?
Yes, sir.
So what is
So
the main
var
difference in all three?
Sir, let and const are used to declare variables in JavaScript. So basically, we in prior time we use var for declaring variables, but there are major flowback of that variable. So it will assign any variable into the window object. So it will be exposed to outer environment. Like if I show, if we declared var name equal to j and console window object. So in window object we have a variable called name, and it is exposed to us. So it is not a good practice to use var inside our JavaScript. So there are two new type of variable declaration in ES6 called let and const. So let and const are used to declare variables, but there are also uh, name called hosting, also a thing called hosting. So in var we have access variables before their declaration by hosting. like we can console mm, okay, var name equal to j, and we can console value of name before the declaration, but it will give us undefined. So the hosting means we can access that value because of memory creation phase in execution context, and we cannot get value of name to is we cannot get value of name to because of temporal dead zone called in Latin const. So it is said that we cannot access name to before initialization. So it is the better way. First of all, it will not expose our values to window object, and second, we cannot we cannot console the value of name to before initialization. And same as const, it is like a final variable. So we can just give us I, so it will not change in our further code, and we cannot change pi value again after 5 6. So this will give us error assignment to constant variable.
Okay, got it, got it. So, what is the meaning of the temporal dead zone? Can you explain the briefly how it's working it? Hello Jay, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I repeat the again question.
yes. Sir, I didn't hear the question.
Okay, okay. I asking, what is the meaning of the temporal dead zone? Can you explain the briefly how it's working it?
Okay, so in Latin const declaration, there is a thing called temporal dead zone, which is the phase between the hosting and initializing the value. So const variable are hosted just like a var keyword, but it will be not accessible until we initialize some value. So the time between the hosting and initialization is known as temporal dead zone.
Okay. Can you show me a good example?
Yes. So
Yeah.
just like last example, if I give name in var um, like Suraj and the name to
No, in a
J.
simply using the only let in a let only show the temporal dead zone.
Okay,
Not
okay,
use any path.
okay. So we can console the value of name to after initialization. So it is out of temporal dead zone, but if I console the value before initialization, so so our JavaScript code will not execute for this line. It will just simply says cannot access name to before initialization. So the time of hosting, time between hosting and initializing the variable is known as temporal dead zone.
Okay, okay, got it, got it, got it. So, how many types of scopes are available in a JavaScript?
So first one is global scope. So anything which are not inside function is known as global scope. So so outer scope is global scope, and one is functional scope. If we declare a function as print, so there is a functional scope inside this function, and there is also a thing called block scope in our in our JavaScript. So this code inside if condition or any block condition is known as block scope. So
Okay.
yes, sir.
So, what type of variable, which type of scope containing it?
So so there are thing called where keyword only understand the scope of functional, and Latin const only and Latin const also understand the scope of functional scope sorry block scope. So if we declare uh, where one and let two, so we can console those variable inside scope. Normally there is no catch, but if we console those variables outside the scope, so we will get different result. Inside that scope, the
Yeah.
so, sir, did you hear my answer of block scope and functional scope?
Yeah, of course, little bit I will listen it. So we put in the next question because we
Okay,
have not
okay.
that much more
I
time.
will, I will.
So we put it. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay. Yes.
How many ways you have available to declare the objects?
So objects, the first simple way is declare object literals, which is normal way. So we can create object like this. The second one is constructor function. We can create function, create obj, and we can create object inside that function. Like we can declare object by two ways. First one is create obj by simply creating that variable, and if we pass any variable like constructor object dot name, if we create a function, and it will also return that object, and obj, create obj, and we just pass j strategy to console.log. It will also create an object for us. And we have another way like object dot create, but this create will also take prototype. So generally we give a prototype of this function to this prototype. So it will create prototypal chain in the function and that object. And we can also give another prototype like methods. I will create a method object which is simple, have a about function, and it will console this, and we can give prototype of methods inside there. So it will again create a object, but it has prototype of that function. And we can also create a object by new keyword. Simply we just create this dot name equal to whatever we pass like name, and we can create new obj, and it will just return or assign object. So it will it will do same task as we tried before.
Okay, got it, got
Like
it. Okay.
this.
Can
Yes,
you
sir.
differentiate the call, bind, and apply method?
Sure, sir. So if we create an object, or if so, first of all I will tell you about the console of this. So this is a keyword inside JavaScript, which is by default points towards the window object. But if we create object const obj and make a function which is console log this. So the value of this is defined by the object which is calling to this object, this keyword. So if we call object dot about, so it will give us same object. And if we suppose we have two objects like object one name equal to Suraj, and we have another object 2. It has name of j, and we this about method is only accessible for object 1. But if we want to use that function of object 1 for object 2, so we just use obj 1 dot about dot call method to pass the value of this inside this function. So it will call about function for us. So I just write obj1 dot about dot call, and we can just pass obj2 inside that object. So it will create a obj1 dot function. I think there is a problem for node environment. Of course, test type about obj1 dot about obj1 dot about dot call obj1 dot about call about by
In a
declaring the
third
way.
line, please mention the comma.
Okay. Sorry. So if we normally if we console object one dot about, it will give us value of object one, and we can call with different this value. So we can pass obj2. It will give us object of object two, which is passed inside the call object. And suppose we have we have parameter for that function, like hobby, and this will simply console the hobby, and we can pass another argument for our call object. So if we pass object 2 and my hobby is football, so it will also console the value of another parameter inside that console, and we can use apply for that also. So the use of apply is same as call, but we can pass arguments in array. So we can so there is no difference of call and apply. And if we use bind, so what will it do? So if we call object 1 dot about dot call and passes object 2, so it will not bind object 2. So it will give us as a function which is called sometime later, and it will also bind this keyword for that function. And we can console it we can console outside. So like we have it will return us a function with the value of object 2 as this variable, and we can execute that function later point of time. So it will give us same value, and we can pass some value of football, and it will basically it will access that variable for by using closures. It will keep the reference of this variable and hobby variable, and we can console it later point of time. So that is the use of call, apply, and bind.
Okay, that means you simply say call and apply are immediately called the method, but bind method is
Method
written the another function, and we
function,
can
and we
furtherly
can
call after some time.
yes sir.
I'm right?
Yes sir.
Okay, got it. So, what is the difference between the BOM and DOM?
Sir, I know DOM. It is document object model. It is used for uh, make make interactive tools inside the HTML website, and we can change the value of change the component, and change make some functions by using DOM. So in this code, we can use document dot get element. So DOM is just document dot get element or by ID and another names. I don't know about the bomb. So browser object model, I think this is window object maybe. I don't know further about bomb.
No. Uh, Note down this question, okay? So just try it, okay? Just learning this
Okay.
question, okay?
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, got it, got it. So, what is the difference between the rest parameter and spread parameters? Spread.
Okay. So
So
re-
just simply give me one example. Just give me one example only.
okay. So if we have array like 1 2 3 1 to 4, and if we want to make a clone of that array, so we thought that we can create a new variable array2 and just pass array, but it will store the reference of that array. It will not give us new array. So for that we can use spread operator. We can by this we can spread the value of first array inside the array2 variable. And rest parameter is also same for the syntax, but we can use like function uh, make sum, and it will just return the sum of that variable, I think. And if we call sum with 1, or we can just say average, this is good. So if we pass average avg and we call it value, so by default it will give us only one value. But we can also pass very I think okay, okay, there is one r also. So it will give us only one value, but we can also pass many values for that. 1 32 33 22, and but it will also call it will also only give us value of 1. But if we use rest operator over there, it will give value by passing all that values inside the array, and it will give us a new array by rest operator.
Okay, got it, got it. Uh, can you swap the values without using the another variable?
So for array or simply variable, normal number variable.
Any method you can show, but don't use the another third variable. Simply, how can you use
Okay,
it?
so if we have x variable which have value of 10, and if we have y with value of 5, so we can do like y equal to x equal to third variable plus y is equal to x plus y x 15 15 y y minus y x equal to x minus y. Yeah.
Just swap the values.
Okay, okay, okay. 5 10 minus y 5 15 minus y. Okay, so x minus, okay, so y equal to x minus the y equal to x minus y, and x equals to and x equal to y minus 9. So it will give us 15, and this will give us 15 minus 5, which is 10, and mm, it will give us x 15 minus 10 minus So I think 10 will swap the values of 15 minus 5 equal to 10. Yeah. I think this will swap the values. If we print x and y, it has to give 5 and 10. Yes, sir. First of all, we just add both value of x and y, and we just have to subtract value of y from
Write
the
2,
total variable.
write assign the value of x that is 2. Replace the 10. Yeah, enter the 2.
Okay.
Now again click the run. Click on the button run. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So the value of x is 5 and the y of y value is 2.
Okay. And any other method you have?
Another method, we can without using any third variable. So,
Okay,
no, sir.
just search it. Okay,
Okay,
just
okay,
search it. Okay.
okay,
Uh, Declare the one variable.
okay,
Okay, that's contain the some random names like Jay, Suraj,
okay,
Ram, Shyam, and array.
okay,
Declare the array. Okay, declare the array.
okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, just uh,
Mhm.
just sort it.
Okay, so for sorting, we have a method called sort. It is a mutable method, and it will sort that array by ASCII codes. So it will sort that variable, sort that array. Yes, sir. So this is all.
Okay,
And it is mutable method,
declare
so it
the
will change the value of original array.
okay. So declare the another array.
With name, sir, or any other thing.
No, that's contain the some numbers in a string formats. Okay,
Okay,
like 1 and comma and 100
okay.
and comma and like 2000s. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And sir, just rearrange the number because this data will already in a ascending order. So just rearrange the numbers.
Okay, so we just make 15.
Now sort.
Okay, so for that, we can use sort method for this also. So this is basically just string. So I think 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we have value. See, we have a sort function with a and b, and we just return a minus b. So okay, and the value is variable is 2, and we can sort variable like this. Yes, sir.
Oh, got it. Good. Okay, so remove the code. Okay,
Okay.
declare the one array. Okay, that's
Hmm.
contain the some names in a
Okay.
string format. Okay,
Okay.
got it. Oh, good. And now I want to array as a output that's contain
Hmm.
the only characters like J, A, I, S, A, T, E, N. not a word, simply that's contain the character. So how you
of
can
all
perform this?
of all values
Yes, all values.
is in new array, right, sir?
Yeah, in a new array.
Okay, so we can use for each for that, for each and other loops. So for that, first of all, we will make a result array, and inside that we did our for each, and it will give us word, and what we do. So we can split that word array. So in character array, we can use word dot split with nothing, so it will break. So first of all, it will give us j, and for by splitting method, it will split the word with the j and a and I, and we will just store test dot push. We can use loop for that also. So for let value of char array, and it will just push values inside that result to array, and split JAI, and we'll pass that variable. Yes. So it will give us result. So yes, sir.
Good. Oh, okay. Can you remove the 6, 7, 8, and 9 line? Remove it.
6, 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Write the only one line of code, then you get this functionality.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. This can just spread the value of char array inside that. So what we do that we just spread the value of response, and we spread the new values of char array. For that we will get that same output.
Yeah, it's correct. It's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just simply uh,
Hmm.
remove the code,
Okay.
declare the another one array,
Okay.
and it's containing the nested of the arrays. Okay, or like inside the array, create a one another array
Okay.
that's contain the A, B, C like characters. They are containing it.
Okay. ABC.
And now again say, another element. Yeah, that is also a array. It's containing the like B, T. Yeah, but it's also contain another nested array. Okay,
Okay.
in the second item, it's contain the one nested array again.
So what will it contain?
Simple characters you can write it like X, Y, Z.
Okay.
You can write it, and
Okay.
also one element also outside of the nested array. Okay, in a fourth line. Yeah,
Uh, like this.
yeah. Yes, yes, like this. Good.
Okay.
So now I am want remove the all nested arrays and return the only one level of the elements. Okay, not any nesting applied. Okay.
Okay. So first of all, I will iterate through all values, and it will return the value of all of inside the array. And if I iterate to another, so we will have to we will iterate through all values. Mm. So we can use loop value. So first of all, we use loop for array. It will simply give us first value, second value of that array, and we check we check if we have a method called array.isArray. It will give us that the value is array or not. So if we pass value, what will it do? It will again iterate through array. Okay. So we can make a function for that. Function output. Function output. If we pass a value over there, if we pass array, we will iterate through all values. Check it. Pass values, and if that value is array, we can again call output as array. If it is not, so no. If that is array, not is array is a value. Again, equal to 0. Then I plus plus. First of all, to declare the array, declare it, if declare array, so it will again, and we will make a result, and if it's not array, so we can just result of push that value, and if it is array, so we will again iterate through that, should do that, and check. Okay, if that again is array, so it is next. So can I log the value
Yeah,
for
of course.
checking?
Yeah, of course, of course.
So we will go into not value. Okay. First of all, it will give us value, and to that value, we will console A, B, C, and for second value, it will use array of value, and if is array of value. Again console. So, check. Push. Okay. Okay. We can just simply respond equal to response and value spread and with this A B C and A B C to use In this case, I think we have to use recursion for that. So I'm not
No,
getting.
Jay, we not needed to use the recursion. Okay.
So it will not change, like uh, so for that result, simply just array dot for each will give us item, and for first item, if item, so response dot okay, so it is array, it's a value. तो अगर मैं देखूं इसमें तो फर्स्ट टाइम पे मुझे एक ये वैल्यू मिला, फर्स्ट टाइम आइटरेट करने पे मुझे यहाँ पे आइटम मिला, मैंने चेक करा कि अगर ये एरे है कि नहीं है। अगर ये एरे है तो एरे होने पे मैं इस पे लूप चलाऊंगा, तो उस पे वो सारी वैल्यू पे आइटरेट करेगा, तो फिर ये चेक करेगा कि ये एरे है कि नहीं है। अगर एरे नहीं होगा तो ये क्या करेगा, रिजल्ट में पुश कर देगा वैल्यू, और अगर ये एरे होगा तो एरे होने पे ये क्या करेगा, ये दोबारा से लूप चला
ओके,
दोबारा से,
कंसीडर कर
या
लो
फिर
कि
हम
जो
भी हम
पहला अरे का आइटम है उसके अंदर अगेन एक नेस्टेड लूप अगेन नेस्टेड आ गया अरे, देन क्या करोगे, अगेन फिर एक कंडीशन लगाओगे।
आ,
दैट मीन 4 to 5 लेवल ऑफ नेस्टिंग अगर है।
हम्म, फिर फिर तो उस केस में
वी
हम
हैव ए सम,
रिकर्जन यूज कर सकते हैं।
या रिकर्शन यूज कर सकते हैं ऑफ कोर्स, डू यू वांट यू कैन यूज इट। यू हैव एन आइडिया रिकर्शन हाउ वी कैन अप्लाई हियर।
ये सर थोड़ा तो आइडिया है मुझे कि इसमें हम फर्स्ट टाइम हम एक रिजल्ट एरे बना सकते हैं, तो हम ये चेक करेंगे कि हम अगर आइटरेट करें इस पे एरे डॉट फॉर ईच पे, सो एवरी टाइम यहाँ पे एक आइटम मिलेगा, आइटम मींस फर्स्ट एलिमेंट। अगर हम ये चेक करें कि अगर यहाँ पे क्या कहते हैं, एरे डॉट इस एरे हुआ, जो आइटम है अगर वो फिर से एक एरे हुआ तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, फिर से आउटपुट को कॉल कर सकते हैं, उसमें हम दोबारा से आइटम को पास कर देंगे। अगर ये एरे नहीं हुआ तो हम सिंपली रिजल्ट को पुश कर सकते हैं आइटम से, यानी कि जो भी वैल्यू आएगी, और ये क्या करेगा, ये रिटर्न कर देगा रिजल्ट को, और कंडीशन लगानी पड़ेगी हमें कि अगर यहाँ पे वैल्यू आई और इसने यहाँ पे रिटर्न कर देगा, इसमें बेस कंडीशन लगाते हैं इसमें कि अगर फर्स्ट टाइम एरे आया और यहाँ पे पुश हुआ और ये रिटर्न कर गया रिजल्ट। अगर 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 put को हम करें यहाँ पे, तो यहाँ पे ये कॉल करेंगे तो रिटर्न करेगा क्या ये? सो जस्ट रिटर्न करेगा, तो यहाँ पे एक अनदर रिजल्ट टू। सो आउटपुट क्या करेगा, मेक रिटर्न करेगा रिजल्ट। सो जो भी रिटर्न करेगा रिजल्ट एरे को, तो उसको हम स्प्रेड करा देंगे। तो यहाँ पे एरे को स्प्रेड करा देंगे। हमें मिल जाना चाहिए ए बी सी डी ई एस टी। यस सर, ऐसे हमें रिजल्ट मिलेगा। यहाँ पे जो भी है कंसोल करते हैं हम डायरेक्ट। सो यस सर, ये रिकर्सन से ही सॉल्व होगा। तो हमें सारी वैल्यूज मिलेंगी, तो ये नेस्टेड में है। तो ये क्या करेगा, फर्स्ट टाइम फॉर ईच चलाएगा। अगर ये जो आइटम है जो हमें फर्स्ट टाइम मिला है, अगर ये एरे हुआ तो दोबारा से इसी फंक्शन को कॉल कर देगा। अगर नहीं हुआ, जैसे कि यहाँ के केस में, फिर इस रिटर्न को पुश करेगा। और जो आउटपुट से रिजल्ट आएगा हमें, वो एक एरे में स्टोर हो जाएगा। तो हम जो भी पिछली वैल्यूज है उस पर हम यहाँ पे उसको स्प्रेड कर देंगे, तो हमें यहाँ पे आउटपुट मिल जाएगा।
ओके, एक काम करो, जो एस वाला जो करेक्टर है उसको हटाकर उसकी जगह फिर से एक अरे डालो।
ओके
एक्स वाई
सो
जेड एलिमेंट डाल दो अरे के अंदर।
ओके, अगर यहाँ पे एक्स वाई जेड होगा तो ये काम करेगा इस पे भी।
ओके, गॉट इट, गुड। वैसे तुम्हारे पास जावास्क्रिप्ट में प्री डिफाइंड कुछ मेथड्स होते हैं जिनका तुम यूज कर सकते हो डायरेक्टली प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करने के लिए। तुमने कभी फ्लैट मेथड का नाम सुना है?
जी सर, मैंने सुना है बट मैंने कभी यूज नहीं करा फ्लैट मेथड।
ओके, सो मैंने अभी जो लास्ट के दो क्वेश्चन पूछे हुए हैं उनमें फ्लैट का और फ्लैट मैप मेथड का यूज करके उनको आसानी से सॉल्व कर सकते हो।
ओके 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 ओके
बिकॉज यू हैव
ठीक।
ए यू आर ए जावास्क्रिप्ट डेवलपर, सो तुम्हें भी वन लाइन ऑफ कोड तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए कि कैसे लिखा जाएगा मोस्टली। ओके,
जी सर, जी सर।
ठीक है। ओके, सो इन माई एंड इट्स completed. So do you have do you want to ask any question to me?
सर, कि इसमें फिर मुझे क्या सुधार करना पड़ सकता है, कि जो बताया मैंने इसमें क्या एनहेंसमेंट की जरूरत
सुधार करने की केवल यही ज़रूरत है, अगर मैं बताऊं तो वैसे तुम्हें काफ़ी अच्छी नॉलेज है। सो थोड़ा अपने जावा स्क्रिप्ट के जो डिफ़ॉल्ट्स मेथड है उनका थोड़ा प्रॉपर तरीके से यूजेस देख लो,
है?
और कम से कम कोड लिखने की कोशिश करो, शॉर्ट कोड जो होता है उसको लिखने की कोशिश करो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा। ओके,
जी जी सर। जी
अदरवाइज
सर।
मुझे कुछ प्रॉब्लम दिख नहीं रही है।
ओके
ओके,
सर।
एंड एग्जाम्पल ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अपने पास रखो किसी चीज़ को एक्सप्लेनेशन करने के लिए।
ओके ओके ओके। जी सर।
ओके, या
यस
इट्स
सर।
कंप्लीटेड फॉर माई एंड। ओके जय,
ओके सर।
ओके बाय जय।
बाय सर।